Hey, hey! I am freezing, as evidenced by the robe. It's supposed to be the first day of spring, but I think they lie. It's more like the middle of winter. But anyway, while I'm sitting here freezing to death, I thought I'd get on here and talk a little bit about traffic sources for your blog or your website. Because even though we've all been in business for a while, we still have to continually generate fresh traffic if we're going to have a successful online business. And that does sometimes take all the fun out of our blogging or creating a website. So how do we keep the flow of traffic coming? And how do we generate more interaction and more comments? And most importantly, how do we increase our sales? I just did a challenge, the Daily Moneymaker Challenge, and I'm interested to see what kind of results everybody got. So I'm hoping they'll be posting that with me soon. But in the meantime, since my thoughts were already kind of on that subject of generating more sales and more traffic, I thought I'd talk about it a little more today. Because interaction and sales are vital. I mean, that's why we're all in business, right? None of us are working for free. But the first step is traffic. And without traffic, no traffic, no comments, no traffic, no customers, and no sales. So let's look at 6 ways to drive more traffic to your site. I'm going to talk about the most obvious sources first. These first 3 that I'm going to talk about should already be a regular part of your marketing strategy, and if they're not, why not? You need to be doing these, okay? Okay. Blog comments. First one, blog comments. Commenting on other people's blogs. It's a great way to generate traffic for your site. Now you say you're doing it, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Well, I'm going to tell you, chances are that you're relying on the generic and very obvious comments of great post. Thanks for the advice. Really? That's the best you got. You might even make the error of including the stop by my blog line. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Don't just write a token comment. Do something, did something in the post make a point with you? Did you learn something? Perhaps you came away with a new point of view. Mention that. Mention that in your comment. And if someone asked a question in the post, or if they, asked a question in an earlier comment, answer it. This is a great way to share your value and pique people's curiosity about your blog. Okay, so blog comments, it's still a great way to generate traffic. Social media. Number 2, social media. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yes, you should be posting links to your blog and your website there. Make sure you're doing it correctly. Don't just be spamming links all over the place. That's not how it works. But if done properly, social media is still a great place to post your links and get some traffic. And there are dozens of other sites out there besides the big 4. Delicious and Reddit, and lots of others. So do some research and find out where your target market hangs out and then share your links there. Now this is a 2-part thing. Okay, don't just post your links everywhere. There's a little more involved in that. Make sure that you're retweeting and sharing and liking and commenting on other people's posts as well. It's called social networking for a reason. Networking is all about building relationships. So if you've got a good relationship with people and you're retweeting and you're liking and you're commenting and you're sharing their stuff, they will do the same for you. So social media. Number 2, great way to drive traffic to your site. Third one, article marketing. I've written lots and lots of posts on the benefits of article marketing. It's a great way to get more exposure and credibility, and that in turn generates more traffic to your site. My favorite place for article marketing is still eZine Articles, okay? eZinearticles.com. Check them out. It's a great place to put up some articles and drive traffic to your site. Now, these last 3 you might not be as familiar with, but they still are important parts of your marketing toolkit when you're using them properly, so don't be afraid to try them. Number 4, paid advertising. Yes, you heard me, paid advertising. Facebook ads, Twitter ads. These don't have to be expensive. No, they're not free, but they don't have to be expensive. I run a Facebook ad for $5 a day and get great results. You can do the same thing. You shouldn't pay any more than that ever for a Facebook ad. I've got a free PDF for anybody who wants it. Just let me know. That'll give you some ins and outs on creating a Facebook ad. You could also try some pay-per-click advertising. Okay, that can be a little more expensive, but if done properly, the payback can be huge. So again, paid advertising, it works. Number 5, you can create your own online newspaper. Okay, go to paper.li, and you can create your own online newspaper. Now, I have not tried this one myself, okay, but my articles are frequently published there by others. And I have spoken to several people who do use it, and they all state that it does help drive traffic to their sites. So check it out, and let me know if it works, because I'd be really curious how it works for you. Perhaps you might even do a guest post about it on my blog, okay? Which brings me to our last traffic source, and that is guest posts on other blogs. I've got 2 recommendations here, okay? Number 1, if someone approaches you about guest posting on their blog and you agree, be sure you actually follow through and do it. And if no one has approached you, don't be afraid to approach the authors of blogs that you like and offer. All they can do is say no. They might say yes. I've gotten some really good posts on other people's blogs that way. So there you have it. 6 ways to drive traffic to your blog or your website. Give them all a try. Give one of them a try. Let me know how they work. Like I said, you might even be willing to do a guest post on my blog about your experience with one of these. Holler at me if you want the information about Facebook ads, and let's go drive some traffic.